Okay, guys, so we're here in the press area. We're talking to Spiral Galaxy Games. We're talking to John and talking about some of the games and stuff that are going to be here at the UK Games Expo. Some of them, I'm guessing, are coming in the future. Some of them are on sale as well here at the same time. So, take us through some of the games.
Yeah, so this is a game we're actually announcing today. It's called Mars Rover, and in it you are scientists controlling a rover on a distant planet. So it's a kind of a hard science game set in real missions, and everyone is competing to be the most influential scientist at the end of the mission, but you all share control of the only rover that moves around the board. So it's a programming game. You play cards down this queue. It's also a deck building game. You're going to be researching and developing new commands to better program the rover. Really, really interesting take on the programming genre. I'm obviously very excited about it. And we'll be doing demos all convention over at the Spiral Galaxy Games stand, which is right when you, or left when you come in the entrance. So we have got a bunch of other stuff going through the convention, some that's on sale, some that's also still prototypes being demoed.
So yeah, we have a Mega Centauri, which is our space exploration game. It's a 4X game, and you basically take over the universe from the Empire. And there's different races, different choices, and it's a determined game, so there's no dice rolling. The strength of your fleet decides whether you win the combat, lose the combat, or push your enemies back, that sort of thing. So that's quite a strong game for us at the moment. Mythos Tales was released this year, which is, I don't know if you've seen the Sherlock Holmes game.
Yeah, I love that.
The same, except it's got Cthulhu in it. When we first play tested it, I actually had shivers down my spine at some of the descriptions. This is one that we've got a new designer who's not here today, but will be here tomorrow, demoing it. This is called Metro City Meltdown, and basically things happen in the city, and your different player types try to control it. You've got a police chief, a fire chief, fire breaks out, if it's hot it spreads, that sort of thing. Very difficult at times cooperative game, but there is an easy mode for me, for people who aren't that good at it. And we also have with us today our Braggart game, which is a bragging game, and that basically you have a set of cards and you have to create a scenario with your cards, and they have things like you could have a scenario where your deed is, I threw a stones at the foulest of all dragons, and then there's a result that can happen in the Forsaken Temple, that sort of thing. It's quite a laugh. It's good for party games as well. And finally, the one that's being kick-started on the 14th of June is Reflorestation. And this is a game designed by Paul Harris, who runs HandyCon, and he's also here today doing his Scrumpy game. And this is basically, believe it or not, a flower game. And you run a florist, and this is your hand. You get to recruit members of staff. You have a set of flowers, you can plant your flowers, and you also have orders which you try and fulfill. At the end of the game, the person that's earned the most money through his floristry is the one that wins the game. And that one is quite a cutthroat game at times, but also it has the ability for all levels. You can take the staff cards out and kids can play it, or right up to having all the staff cards and sort of managing the staff so it gives you the best advantages in the game. So we're at Spiral Galaxy Games, next to Games Law down at the bottom. If you want to come along and have a look at some of the games, they'll be demoed all weekend. Not all week. I'll be at home by Monday.
So there you go, guys. Some awesome games to go and check out from Spiral Galaxy Games there. Come and check them out if you're here over the weekend. Some really cool stuff here. So you've got some family game stuff. You've also got a little bit more of the hardcore stuff as well if you're into your sort of board games, like the programming stuff as well. So yeah, see you guys soon.